spinning and everything is confusing. I can't seem to slow my mind down. Is it you, is it me, is it us, is it lust, is it trust, is it just 'cause I can't figure it out? When did you turn your head? It worries me, searching for my heart in the debris. I've lost myself since you left me. I've lost myself.
Hello! I'm still semi-stretching, so look at my crotch! I'm just kidding, I just noticed that I just noticed it was in there. Oh. Man, between my shoulder blades is just so tense and awful. You know what I normally do when that happens? I lay on the floor and I put this ball between my spine and my shoulder blades. It's just big enough to fit there because I'm tiny. And I just like slowly like roll myself on it. And then I normally make noises that Fred makes fun of me for. He's like, you can't do this in public. He's like, I don't want to give you a massage when Dan's home because it sounds like we're fucking. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Another game after Skyrim in your map. Wait, you have a huge backlog? I know I want to find a Steam thing. Find my Steam thing, suggest a game on my list to beat. Loopy does! That's a good friend. I would too, if were I not busy. Because I'm curious as to what games you have on your backlog. You know, it's funny that my streaming backlog is so... Oh, maybe I won't have enough for the face. Ah! I won't have enough for the face, I don't think. My streaming backlog is almost gone, but then my personal backlog is like a little bit longer. And that's interesting to me. I mean, I stream more hours than I have free time. But you know, so I guess it's not that strange, it just... I might be convinced to move some personal games over. Not any puzzle games, though. I've learned that those are no good for streaming for me. There's too much backseating, and I feel too much pressure to solve the thing quickly. And then chat's like, I see the solution, why doesn't she see it? And I'm just like, ah! you use one of those as well. It's supposed to be for feet, that one. Like, that one specifically is like to roll in the arch of your foot. I love puzzle games though, I really do. That's why it's a shame that like I can't play them and like enjoy them to the fullest on stream. I think one of the last puzzle games I played actually was the Swapper. Nope, that's a total lie, but I did really like that game. I thought it was really cool. Although there were some parts where like, if you were a pixel off, you like couldn't solve the puzzle. And then I was like, well, I guess this is not the solution. Where it was, I just needed to, you know, move forward a pixel or move back a pixel. That was my one complaint about the game, but I still think that game is worth it. Pretty fucking good game. Pretty fucking good game. You know what else was a really good game that doesn't get a lot of praise? Mark of the Ninja. That game was really fun. Really enjoyed that. Like a stealth platformer type of thing. It's really good. Chess? Just try and backseat me, chat. Are you a big chess nerd? I do not understand chess at all. I'd much rather play checkers. Or Chinese checkers. I actually love Chinese checkers. It's super fun. It's just really satisfying to just like hop across someone's entire business. Hop across that business, girl. You get up on in there. And then they're like, I feel like an idiot. I used to play a lot of checkers with my grandpa. Not Chinese checkers. Chinese checkers was a game that I played at home with my mom. Checkers, though, played a lot of checkers with my grandpa, and we used to go on a lot of, they used to take me on vacations. My grandparents would take me on a lot of vacations. And so my grandpa got a little magnetic, like, travel checkers set, which I still have. And we used to play on the plane. That was super fun. My grandpa's awesome. Just, like, so willing to torture himself for my amusement. When I used to have birthday parties, he would let us do his hair and makeup. And he would like sit in the closet with me for hours because we were playing some sort of game of make-believe, whatever it was. He'd chase me around the house for hours. What a good dude. More of a Scrabble guy. I like Scrabble. That was always a beach thing. Beach game. There was a time when I thought, I'll get smart, I'll get good at chess, and started doing tactics puzzles every day. Bought a chess book, started studying games. Guess what? I fucking suck at chess. Chess is not something that I was ever able to learn, and I just... Why is this taking so much more paint? This is a small piece, it shouldn't take this much frickin' paint! Alright. Chess is one of those things that I was like... I don't get it. I don't know if I want to get it. This is too hard, and I just did not have any motivation to try. Dota, on the other hand, I was like, wow, this is really complicated and hard. I want to be awesome at this game. But I also just, I love MOBAs, man. I don't know what it is. It's something about the MOBA formula that just, I love it. I could see Fred being into chess. Because part of the reason he likes fighting games is that it's a mind game. It's a one-on-one, like, sort of anticipation reaction. So I could see chess appealing to him. I think I'm more of a co-op, teamwork-oriented person. All right, guys, we're so close. We're so close. Last piece that I have to paint white. Come on. Come on, get out. Poop it out. This was just barely enough paint to cover all of this. Poop it out. Get out your duty. Of course, too much came out, so you know. I guess I'll just put it in spots where it needed extra coverage. Because it's not enough to do the face pieces, I don't think. There's just too many of them. And you've heard me complaining about the paint not spreading out, so... Alright, there we go. That is all the pieces painted white. I need to go wash the brush. And then I have to start painting these guys yellow. Fucking Lello. So, hang in there. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Oh my god, my knees. My knees do not like being on the floor. Don't make that a sex thing. Okie dokie. Coming back. Let me just close my door again. Gotta keep it nice and toasty cozy in here. Ah, my knees though. I'm gonna sit like this for a little while. Hardly ever evenly matched. What a mess that would be at Twitch Plays. I don't quite get those. Those just don't appeal to me because I don't understand, like, what people get out of those, the Twitch Plays. So who won that game? I didn't catch it. Oh, Mineski won. Okay. Man. Just giving my back a wee bit of a break here. I suck at strategy games simply because I want to do just about everything instead of actually doing a strategy. You mean you just want to like go, go, go? You know what game you might like, Marlon? Because it's a little bit more, it's less intense strategy. You might like Pit People, which is a Behemoth game. They made Battle Block Theater and Castle Crashers, which are both different gameplay styles. But Pit People is super fun, and it's like a more simplified strategy game where like you still have different units that do different things. It's also co-op, which is cool. I've been playing it with Fred. But it's proximity based rather than like you attack this unit, do that. It's less micromanagey and a little bit more like you move your dudes, and whoever, like they might be in proximity to two different units, so it's RNG which one of them they'll hit. I don't know, I find it really fun and the story's goofy. And so that might be a strategy title that's like, because it's not so very intense. Like if you want to think about stuff, you can, but you don't have to. Like you can still function in the game and have a good time without it. What's that white stuff? Yeah, it's paint. Hey Nero, how you doing? Enjoy Nintendo's sports games like Mario Tennis. I don't know if I played any of those. Don't know if I played any of those. So with this yellow paint, I think I'm gonna use this bowl this time. We're gonna bowl it up. Let's see if we have enough yellow. Because if not, I might just rage quit the project. Or I'll just put all the white pieces on the others. On like the completely on one side, and then I'll just stand in front of the camera on the side that looks better. Wouldn't that be silly? You bought Castle Crashers 3 times? On purpose? Okay, this already looks a million times better than the other yellow pieces. Which is really unfortunate because the other yellow pieces are the head. So that's like basically the focal point. So they're going to look really shitty. This is gonna look so shitty. Oh my god. But will it look shitty in an amazing way, or in a like, why does this part look so much worse than this other part? I don't know. We'll have to find out. You know what's also gonna suck? Trying to get these to not be curved. Because they're so huge, I don't have anything to like weigh them down with. At least because the yellow is super thin, it spreads a lot easier. So this should be relatively fast to cover these with yellow. Yeah, I wish that I had realized that it was not opaque when I first started, because I wasted so much yellow paint trying to get like a million coats on such small pieces. Had I known. Thanks for the suggestion, I'll check it out. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Behemoth is a good company. I played through Castle Crashers with Fred as well. That was fun. I played Battle Block Theater on stream, and that was... it was fun, but also rage-inducing because I suck at platformers. And I've been playing with Dinsdale offline when we have time. I mean, you know, it's been a while, but... We played a couple of times, Battle Block. Co-op Battle Block. That's a cool thing about their games, is that I think all of them are co-op as well, so you can play with other people. And they're all like, they all have a goofy story and a really cool art style. It's very, very much a, like, they have a signature art style. I like those games. Probably 3 different platforms. Could be. I've bought games multiple times by accident. It could also be that he's bought it 3 times and gifted it to other people. It could be anything. This looks so much better. If you rage quit, just do whatever the hell you want with the rest of it. Like, forget making the Zord do something silly. Well, I still want to make the Zord. Like, I spend a lot of time. But this paint has been the most frustrating part about it. And like, since this is looking so good comparatively, like, I might want to try and fix the head of it. Get out of there. What is this black piece of nothing? What is that? Something, some piece of something. Hey, Bendy Nachos! How you doing? Recognize you from VHS. I did very much enjoy Battle Block. I'm just really terrible at platformers, so when I got to the later levels and kept getting stuck, oh man, I raged hard. I managed to finish it though. Just what I remember about Battle Block is the secret stage song. Dude, so good. That's like the best part. Gauntlet is a good one. Oh yeah, is that the one where like there's 4 different characters and it's like kind of hack and slashy, top-down hack and slashy? Hacky slashy? Or at least that's what it looks like from someone who hasn't played it. Another interesting game is Forced, which I never got to complete because I was playing through it with my ex. And I'm sure I would have liked it even more if I was playing with someone who was a little bit more patient, a little less ragey, but we kept having to put the game down because he'd get mad at me. You like Battle Block 2? It's a fun game. It's a fun game. I didn't think I was going to enjoy co-op as much as I did. I guess I just really like teamwork. Like, that's such a satisfying element of a game to me. It just feels really nice when you're coordinating with somebody else. Man, this looks so much better. It's like night and day. I'll show you guys some of the pieces that I painted with just yellow, like straight up yellow on the cardboard. It looks horrible. I don't have any right here, so I'll have to, you know, show you later, but... Newest Gauntlet is great, lots of fun. Want to play that more. Played through once with my brother and a friend as a wizard. You play the wizard in any game? Seems legit. I choose my class on a game-by-game basis. Depends on what it is. But I do tend to like cleric-y. Like, I can bash you in the face, but also heal. I like those types. I will always gravitate towards those types. I might not end up choosing them in the end if there's something else that's like unique to that game. I'll probably pick the thing that I won't be able to play in a different game. Ding! It's dinner time! Just kidding. I don't have any food. I don't have any food. Don't come over here. I cannot feed you. I don't have anything for you. Trying to make sure that I spread out the paint that I put on the cardboard without it drying. So I have these awkward moments where I'm just like staring and I'm silent. I also have to be sure. Oh wait, I can't put my water there. What am I thinking? Who the fuck is that? Hey, Dinsdale! Did someone see Battle Block Theater? I did! I was talking about us playing co-op. I'm waving vigorously, hoping that he understands that I'm talking to him since he's got the stream muted. You like whatever lets you mow through the enemies the quickest? Yeah, that's usually not my choice. Although it is satisfying in some games. Sometimes you just want to feel super powerful and just nyah! Okay, where is all this black coming from? There's like little pieces of black something. Don't know what they are or why. Why are you here? Go Team Cleric, yes! Is this song a cover of anything? I think this is probably, I'm guessing, the Dungeon Man soundtrack. Sorry, I'm gonna get real quiet. Yep, this is Manifest Labyrinth by Zircon on the Dungeon Man's OST. Warfracked. Gonna go do a Pokemon Go raid? Alright, cool. ASMR stream only briefly. Enjoy, Ganon! Okay, seriously, where are these little black particles coming? Are they coming from inside the brush? It's like inside the house, but like no, legit, I think they're coming from inside of the brush. Like there might be pieces that I shook loose when I cleaned the brush, and now they're all coming out. This is so much easier than the white paint. This is not going to take that long at all. I'm going to need to go through and like find little spots that I overlooked, but I'm totally fine with that. I am down with that. I am back. Welcome back. I'm excited to have a leftover burger for lunch today. Does anyone else do that? I love food. So it's not unusual for me to think about the food that I'm gonna eat later. Even if I'm not like starving at the moment, I'm just like, that's gonna be so delicious. Zestiria is totally not helpful with that. They're like, let's reference every delicious thing in the world that you can't have because it does not live in your apartment. I'm like, no! Looks like I missed a couple of spots over here. Cover it up! Cover it up! It really doesn't have to be perfect, though. Had a thought about the 100-bit sound that's missing. I just put in a new one, but let's hear it anyway. Just temporarily make it the 10k bit sound. And leave it because it makes you laugh. Don't worry, I'm not gonna change the 10k bit sound. Or the visual that goes along with it. I can't believe that those things happened in the same day. That was when I was doing my split stream schedule. And I was like, how? How did I do these things? These horribly incriminating things, how? Both in a single day. Tournament has some interesting teams going in the bracket. I took a look yesterday, but my brain did not absorb the information, I guess. I've heard some good things about food. Dude, I've been craving nachos, and I think you have solidified my need for nachos. I haven't had nachos in a very, very long time. So maybe I'll convince Fred that he—
Vagina! 100 bits for you say. William Shatner would approve of new bit sounds.
Thank you, Wormy. Thank you for letting everybody experience the new 100-bit sound alert. What do you guys think? That happened at the end of the stream yesterday. And then trying to edit it to get just that, I had to listen to myself say vagina like 800 times. So I'm sitting in here giggling because it was just on a loop. Vagina! 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 And Fred's like, what are you laughing at? I was like, oh, just me saying vagina. You don't get that as often as you think? I would have thought that people would either love your name because they love nachos, or hate it because it makes them want nachos, and they're like, now I have a craving that I can't satisfy. Yeah, I haven't had nachos in a very long time, and I feel like that has to change. And my back is aching. Oh, it does not feel very good. I'm not, like, crunching over, though. I feel like there's just no way that I can sit right now to make my back happy, to appease it, if you will. Unsatisfiable craving, you say? Yes, Faust. I don't happen to know many people that just keep the ingredients for nachos on hand at all times. You know, just in case they have a nachos craving. Don't use that shitty cheese? Oh, you mean the liquid cheese that kind of looks like this? I like that every now and again. Like the nacho cheese. I like that cheese. But then I also like Cheese Whiz. I also like, you know, real cheese. But I like fake cheese just as much as real cheese. I'm just happy with any sort of cheese flavor. Doesn't have much flavor to you? Huh. The kinds that I've had have like a lot of flavor. Like more flavor than, well, I guess some of the milder cheeses. But if you're gonna do like a sharp cheddar, then you know that's pretty flavorful cheese. What's everybody's favorite cheese? What's everyone's favorite type of cheese? I don't have one because I don't have favorites, so I'm not going to be answering this question. I'll just say I enjoy most cheese, and I wish that I could just have blocks of cheese on hand at all times, but, you know, that's also... that would get expensive. That was almost bad. I almost got paint all over the crocheting that I showed off. Hello, I'm back with sound. Hi! It's a goat / sheep cheese blend. Oh. You could make nachos whenever. We always keep some tortilla chips and all that other stuff on hand. Real cheese, though, not in a jar. We used to have nachos, like tortilla chips, a lot. I shouldn't say nachos. We used to have tortilla chips in the house often, but they never stayed in the house for more than 2 days. Because we would just sit there and like each of us would have half a bag of chips and salsa, and then it's gone in a night. We started buying our own bags of chips because we didn't want to share. And they did not last very long. They're just too delicious. It's like, you know what's yummy? Chips and salsa. Let me shove all that into my mouth, even though I'm not hungry. Sharp cheddar or pepper jack? I like sharp cheddar a lot. Dried mint and black olives. Interesting combination. I don't particularly enjoy olives, so it's probably not a mixture for me, but the mint is what was intriguing there. Can't pick a favorite, have preferences with certain foods, but that's about it. Fair enough. Not gonna force anybody to pick a favorite when I can't do the same. But I'm always curious, like, if we have any trends in chat. Okay, Provo, you don't really like cheese. Friend. That is a sad life you live. Cheese is one of the greatest things on this earth. Welcome back, Bendy Nachos. Most people like the name, most people don't mention wanting nachos after. Well, those are psychopaths, if you ask me. It's just a nice saying, Bendy Nachos are the best kind of nachos. Oh, that's awesome! I love Sean. I have a couple of choice clips of him saying things to me. They live in my horse corn folder. One of them is from the aftermath of that surprise party that I mentioned earlier. Did the music get real loud? Probably. Some of the songs are louder than others. So I'll just talk a little bit louder until it's over. Because otherwise the other songs will be too quiet. And if I were sitting at the computer, I would adjust it. But it's too hard to get to the controls right now. Smoked cheddar? I like Munster. I don't like smoked flavors on anything. That's not for me. It's not for Lectas. You can't eat it by yourself? That's fine. That's a little sad, but it's fine. I would love to just mow down on a block of cheese. I used to do that when I was not in a relationship. It was awesome. I could just sink my teeth right into the fucking cheese, and it's my cheese and no one else is allowed to use it, so who gives a shit? My cheese. Mint is huge in Middle Eastern cuisine. Oh, cool. You're lactose intolerant. I mean, that doesn't mean you dislike cheese necessarily. It just means that the aftermath of eating the cheese is not fun for you. Or like you cannot have it. So I guess it's better if you don't like it and you can't have it, so it doesn't really bother you anyway. I guess if I had to wish a state of being upon you, it would be, I'm not crazy about cheese, but I'm lactose intolerant, so that's okay. I hope that for you. It sucks when people like love a thing, but they like their body says, no, you can't have this. Food is delicious, and I just wish everybody could eat all of it. Some songs have more song than others. Yep, that's totally what it is. Some songs are just beefier. Where is this black coming from? Oh, you know what? It might be chipping off of the actual, like, handle of the brush. That sucks. You tried melon yesterday that you didn't have before? What kind of a melon was it? Also, am I getting yellow paint on my jammies? I fucking hope not, because I like these jammies and I don't want paint on them. I like this song. Allergic. It's the tannin specifically in red wine. I mean, at least they can have other wine. I like red, but I also like white. I like the Sauvignons. Whether it's a Cabernet or a Sauvignon Blanc. I like both. Depends on what mood I'm in. Okay, now there are just fibers everywhere. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. I got one of them. They can have white wine. I mean, that's good. I wouldn't feel too bad for them. It's a Korean melon. For some reason, the Mexican store in town was selling them. Tasted similar to cantaloupe and honeydew mixed. Huh. Very sweet with a nice crunch. Interesting. I can't say that I've ever gone out of my way to eat melon unless it's watermelon. And I think when I was younger, I like really did not like cantaloupe and honeydew. I still dislike how uneven the spread is between the fruits when in a fruit salad and for most places. Cause like, dude, they're used as a filler fruit, man. That's lame. That's a shitty fruit salad. Balance that shit out, homie. People need to learn the art of balancing the melons. Balancing the fruits in the fruit salad. These are the things I'm passionate about. Balancing the fruit in your fucking fruit salad. Started eating them and liking them. Yeah, I don't actively dislike them. I don't think they taste bad. But like, there are better fruits. So like, don't give me a fruit salad with, you know, a pound of cantaloupe and honeydew and then like 2 strawberries and a grape. Like, that's not, it's not cutting it. You know what's really good that it reminded me of this, because I don't normally, you know, have fruit salads, but when I used to go visit my extended family on Long Island, they would always have a fruit salad, and they also had like assorted Italian cookies, and they made these, they just called them the rings. They were like hard donuts, but they were handmade, and it's amazing. And I always liked eating the, I mean, I would always have fruit as well, because I just liked fruit, but the Italian cookies that are kind of like a cake consistency. I don't know what they're called. They're like tricolor. They're like pink and yellow and green, and they have like chocolate on the outside. Those were always my favorite. They were so good. I could eat a fuck ton of those. No idea what they're called. I think maybe they're just called rainbow cookies. I think we've discussed this before, but it was like a year ago or more. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I do enjoy Sauvignon Blancs and Pinot Grigio. I like Pinot Grigio too. Super picky about Chardonnay. Yeah, Chardonnay, like, it's easy to have Chardonnay that tastes like way too vinegary, I think. Unless it's from a specific winery. Okay, I don't get that intense. Throw some pineapple in there? Yeah, I was exaggerating for effect, but if you're gonna make a fruit salad, balance that shit out. There should be like equal amounts of each fruit in there. Don't just throw the melons in there because it's cheap. That's a lazy fruit salad. And you're just asking for me to look at you like, this is it? This is what I'm getting? Yeah, there's never a variety for how pricey they are, right? Cabernet Franc? I've never had that. I don't even think I've seen that on a menu. Not that I look that closely at wine menus. I'm usually like, if they have an extensive wine menu, I'm like, house red or house white, please, because, you know, expensive and I have no monies. I don't have monies for that. Hey, Daiko, how are you? Bobbity boobity. Yeah, I totally believe you, 100%. I'm gonna go to the store right after I'm done streaming and say, hey, give me some bobbity boobity. I think that'll go well. And I will totally get those cookies. I don't know if I could even get them around here, to be honest. Like, I don't know if like, unless the grocery store has them, and I'm out of luck. Chardonnay intensifies. I probably should have put this in the bowl. No, I'm gonna plop it back in the bowl. You get there. You get in there. I like this song, whatever this is. No idea who made it, what it's called. If it's still on when I'm done with this piece, I'll go click on it. I'll go click and see what it is. It's like a... Oh, it's just ending. No, I ruined it. Gone forever. I'm sure we'll hear it again. There aren't that many songs on this playlist that we won't hear it again. Well, to be fair, it's not a playlist, it's a station. I think this looks not that bad. It looks kind of bad, but not that bad. I know the light's like poopy, but you're just gonna have to trust. Trust me! Oh, no, don't go against the wall. I hope I didn't get paint on the wall. Oh, my eyeballs are not having a good time today. Neither's my back. Guys, my body hates me. It's like having the light glaring off the paint. We have a 78 bobbity boobity. Will you be having some zimmity zoppity with that, madame? Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc is Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh, so I'll probably like it then. I can only study when you stream. Your stream helps me focus on studies, so thanks for being here. I'm so glad that I'm able to help you. That's wonderful. Thank you for being here and working. I hope that your studies go well. Well, let me take a little bit of a break to drink some water. Giving myself a little bit of a headache, but I think it's like eye strain. Because I'm looking at bright, and also the iPad is like shiny, you know? It's so shiny. Oh shit! That's awesome for a pound of cherries. That's great, Second Square. Dude, I love fruit. I just wish it weren't so expensive. It's so totally expensive for something that's gone in 5 seconds. Yeah, those are some great prices. Mow down! Mow down on the fruit. Tastes good, oh yeah. I like this song too, whatever this is. And I'm really happy that that big piece got covered so quickly. I feel like we'll be able to finish all these big pieces and then maybe I don't have to set up extra early and then crunch over on the floor next week. Maybe this is the last day I'll be on the floor, but you know, chances are I'm wrong. Come on, get in there. Get in there, paint. I believe in you. You have to encourage your paint. Sometimes you have to tell it that it's very good paint. It's doing a good job. Because otherwise it'll stop and then you'll hate yourself. You'll hate your life. You'll be like, why am I even doing this? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just stream like a normal person? Why am I crawling around on the ground? Why is there paint on my face? You know, what's my life coming to? That's interesting, Povo. I had literally no idea. I'm not that knowledgeable about wine. I should get some something. I have been alcoholless in the house for a little bit. And there have been a couple of times when I've been like, I kind of want a beer. But then I didn't have any. There was nothing in the house. Maybe today I'll get to go for a walk. It looks like it's nice out. It's a little... I'm cold inside, but you know, that happens. The unfortunate thing is that the only place to get beer is at like CVS. So it's not like I have that many options. I like getting craft beers usually, or like I like trying out new stuff. But they don't really have new stuff. It's like you can have piss water or you can have shock top, which is fine. Or like they'll have one other thing that's not piss water. You're really into wine, you can talk about it all day. Well, that's nice, at least you can geek out with your wife about it. Is making wine, like, without a fucking vineyard, is that something that you could do at home? Because, like, I know a lot of people make beer at home. And I wonder if they have a similar, like, a similar thing for wines. I never thought about it. My brother used to make beer at home. I hated it. Not the beer, but I don't like the smell of the hops. And it like invaded the entire house. And he would do it, I don't know why, he would always do it in the middle of the night. And it would keep me up. Like the smell would keep me awake because it was so strong. What a dick. Hop smell is great. No, I hate it. Made a lot of wine in my Stardew home. Yeah, it totally counts. Ooh, whiskey's really good. Whiskey. The winemaking kit for the home, I would not recommend it. Okay. Smelling is the worst. Ganon, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do not like the smell of like cooking the hops. It's gross. It's gross. It's too strong. Do not enjoy. The strongest thing I've had is probably the tequila I drank from the bottle. Oh, when I tried whiskey, it was only a sip from a mixed drink. That girl, that is no way to experience whiskey. I mean, you might not like it anyway. But as someone who really enjoys whiskey, that hurt me a little. It hurts me. How your brother drinks it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with drinking it from, like, having it in a mixed drink. But if you're trying to, like, decide if this is a thing you enjoy, I don't know, man. There's... who knows even what kind of whiskey he had in there. I do like whiskey ginger ale, though. Whiskey ginger ale is pretty good. But I will also just drink whiskey on the rocks if it's good whiskey. Warm tequila. Ugh. It probably wasn't terribly expensive either, and tequila is a harsh... Tequila's pretty harsh. I mean, a lot of alcohol is harsh if it's not, like, above a certain price threshold. I've learned that I don't really want to taste tequila. It's just not my preference. I'll have stuff that has tequila in it, but I don't particularly enjoy it on its own. Like, I'm not gonna drink fucking tequila on the rocks, you know what I mean? Vodka's another one. That's not something that I want on the rocks either. I like vodka in stuff. Vodka with other things. I like tequila with other things. But it's not a flavor that I want on its own. Whew! Down East cider. Alcoholic apple cider that just tastes incredible. Nice. My favorite cider I think I've ever had. I think I brought this up literally yesterday. It's called Wolf Kitty. My friend was visiting me from Wisconsin, and he was doing kind of like a tour of the Northeast. And on the way, he picked up this, music just got really loud, huh? He picked up this Wolf Kitty. If you WULF kitty, like meow meow kitty kitty. Kitty kitty. If you look it up, I think it was like tart cherry and ginger and some other crap. So good. It was just like fizzy juice that happened to be alcoholic. It was great. It was so good. It was very crisp and clean and bright. Oh. I keep talking about it because I keep wanting it. Like, if I could just find that in a store, I would get it. But I can't go get that. I cannot have that. I haven't found anything else that you're willing to spend money on. Yeah, a lot of the apples tend to taste too sweet. The apple ciders, like hard apple ciders. That's why I don't love getting ciders, because normally it's like, oh, we have a cider, and I'm like, is it just fucking apple? Because they're just too sweet, and I don't like overly sweet and alcohol unless it's a mixed drink. Depending on timing, taking my favorite bar in San Jose. It's across the street from the convention center. It's a craft cocktail bar? That sounds awesome! It ruined all other bars for you. Totally understandable. But yeah, that'd be cool. I'm sure the other day nights would love that. Maybe we could do like a day night cocktail hour. Let's see, I missed so many spots. So many spots! And again, what is this black coming from? Stop it! I think it's coming from inside the brush. That's the only solution. It's the only explanation, I mean. Free bird. You didn't like that either? I wonder, some places do not know how to make mixed drinks. Like, you shouldn't really be able to taste the alcohol unless you're having, like, a drink that's supposed to be very light on whatever it's being mixed with, and you're, like, supposed to, like, a gin, and what's the classic thing with the gin? That you're supposed to still be able to taste the gin. But like a true, like a mixed drink, like a tequila sunrise or something, you're not supposed to be able to really like taste the tequila unless the place is just trying to get you wasted, and then they mix drinks really strong. Well, there's a difference between strong and not mixed well. Like, a drink can be strong and you won't know it because it's mixed really well. But a lot of places just, they don't know how to mix drinks. So I wouldn't write off tequila completely. You might actually like it in stuff if it's done well. Speaking of copious drinking, not copious. Not copious. I mean, I guess if you want to. But anyway, thank you, Remy, for hanging out. I hope you have a great day. And have a good weekend if I don't see you later. Your sister made it? Yeah, no. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you need to go on like an exploration where you know that things are being mixed properly. Well, not need, but if it's something, like there's so many things out there that you might actually enjoy, but you've had a poop one, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to, you know, get you drunk or anything. I just really enjoy alcoholic beverages. And there's such a huge difference from what... It's just, it makes so much difference to have someone make it for you who knows what the fuck they're doing rather than someone who's just trying to get drunk. Sparrow will ask you, do you want something really strong? Do you want to taste the alcohol? Huh! They'll interview you if you want and can make a drink for you. Any other bar, I'll get a beer or rum and coke. Fair enough. I like places like that take an interest in what you actually enjoy. But I bet if they're really good at mixing stuff, they've had people say, there's no alcohol in this. It's like, yes there is, I just mixed it well because that's my job. So they probably ask like, do you want to taste the alcohol? I bet you that's part of it. Then the other part is probably, you know, just making sure everyone gets their preference, which is also nice. I think she was just trying to get my friend drunk. He promised her that she would be the one to get him drunk, so we all hung out at my house. Can't officially do that for 5 more months. I know. I just mean in life, like, you have plenty of time. Plenty of time to experience and enjoy. And figure out what it is that you enjoy. Plenty of time. That was like some intense 80s drum action. Right? I mean, although Povo, like, I tend to agree with you, but sometimes I still just like having some fucking high life. Povo, can I tell you something that you will probably be horrified at? I've mentioned this on stream a bunch of times. But Miller High Life used to be legitimately my favorite beer. Absolute favorite beer. Now, that's not the horrifying part. The horrifying part is that I would drink it and find it amazingly delicious in the following circumstances. I would drink it warm. I would drink it when someone had opened it, had some, left it out overnight, and it was warm and flat and like old, and I would legitimately I thought it tasted good. It wasn't about, like Joe Monkey once said, oh, you know, you don't waste the beer, especially in college, blah, 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 and I was like, no, it wasn't about it being wasted and like not throwing it away. I legitimately would drink the warm, flat beer that was left out overnight and go, this is yummy, I like this. It was like, still delicious to me. I don't think I could do that anymore. But, there you go. My life is great for beer pong. Interested in trying a variety. Don't think I'll ever get super into drinking. I mean, I think there's a difference between like enjoying beverages. Well, and also the term drinking means very different things for like younger people and older people. Like, I would say I like drinking, but I'm not gonna, you know, try to get blasted. When I say, oh, I'm really looking forward to, you know, going out and drinking, I mean like going out and enjoying some cocktails, maybe getting a buzz. I don't mean I'm gonna get plastered, wake up in my toilet. I do like the feeling of being drunk though, I have to admit. I wish that I didn't, because it would be so easier to not try and chase that. I promised myself that I would not chase it anymore. Because, you know, having a nice little buzz is just as enjoyable. It's just hard for me and my stupid, overly sensitive body to like find that balance and keep it, like maintain that. Because my body hates me. Even if it's my favorite beer, I don't think I can drink more flat beer. Like I said, I don't think I could do it anymore, but there was a time when I legitimately was like, that is yummy. I am happy to be drinking this. Now, if there's beer that's left out overnight, I would just throw it away. Yeah, drink with dinner, maybe 1 or 2 more after dinner. Yeah. Like, I so very much enjoy hanging out with people and just like coincidentally also having some delicious beverages. And like, if that could last forever, I'd be so happy. I just want that experience of hanging out with people. Oh, you guys can't see that, sorry. Nobody said anything. I just want that experience. Forever and always. Endlessly. It's mostly the hanging out with people and then I just like yummy things, so. I suppose you could say that about eating too. I just want to hang out with people and also be eating forever. Boop 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 boop. Alright, we are almost done with this piece. I think I might have to. I don't think we're gonna finish today. Unfortunately. Hate the hangover, right? Or even, I just want to get mildly drunk and then actually stopping when your goal's achieved. Yeah, I've found bendy nachos that unfortunately, my body doesn't care whether I am feeling the alcohol, like if I'm feeling the effects of it or not. Even if I'm not drunk, or like, say I'm not even buzzed, but I've just had more than like what my body considers my limit, I'll still be hungover. So even if I'm like 1 shade shy of sober, my body's like, well, you had 4 beers instead of 3, so fuck you, intense hangover. And that's why over the years I've had such a hard time, because I'm like, oh, I think, you know, I felt miserable because I didn't eat enough, or I didn't drink enough water beforehand or during or whatever. Didn't have enough water, didn't have enough food. You know, I had 1 more than I should have, but like, I found that even when obeying, like when drinking water the whole time, I had food beforehand, you know, my body doesn't give a shit. It doesn't care if I space it, if I space out 4 beers over the course of 6 hours, so it's less than a beer an hour. My body doesn't give a shit. It's like, nope, hungover, because you had one more than your supposed limit. It doesn't care how fast or how slow or what the conditions are. I have learned this now. But my body is an asshole. It's just one giant asshole. I'm actually violating TOS by being on stream currently. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's not healthy. Your sister has no, honey. She does not view alcohol in a healthy light if she thinks that her best times are when she can't even fucking remember. That's not correct. No one really drinks in my family, so they think I have problems because I drink all the time. I've been through a brief moment of that. My grandma is like she'll have wine, but I think I don't know, she went through a period where like if my grandpa offered me a glass of wine, even though I was like 25, she would be like, why? It's like, she's an adult, she's of legal drinking age, she can have a couple glasses of wine. There was one time I poured myself some whiskey on the rocks. I was just reading my book. I was reading a book. I had the glass sitting next to me. It was like just maybe a finger or two. Not a lot at all. And she was like, oh my god, what are you doing? I was like, having a drink while I read my book? And she was like appalled. I think she's gotten over that now. Never into parties or drinking. Drank only once. More than half a glass, ended up discovering I'm intolerant to something in alcohol. Ooh. Cold shivers, end up fainting. That sounds really spooky. I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad you didn't have more than that. That probably would have not ended well. That's really scary if even half a glass can make you react like that. That's definitely something I would stay away from. Also, I always maintain that, like, you don't have to drink to have a good time. When I went to college, I did not drink at all, and I hung out with people who loved drinking. And they would get real drunk every night, because, we were freshmen and sophomores in college. And I had a great time hanging out with them. It never bothered me that I was sober, and they were not. But there's nothing wrong with either decision. As long as you don't end up hurting yourself or other people. I mean, that's just in life. Just in life. Do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting yourself or other people. And that's fine. Alrighty, so there's that one. Oh my god, there's so much cardboard on the floor! Whew! Man, my joints are real achy, shaky, breaky. I can't even see. So is this a good time or a bad time to mention that tomorrow's Classy Friday? I've actually never gotten to see a Classy Friday. They start too late for me. It can be weird being the only sober person in the room, though. I never thought of it like that. I think I just am kind of immune to the feeling of being the only one in a lot of situations. Like, it didn't even occur to me to feel differently or weird about it. You weren't a messy drunk or anything, but were hungover the next day, yeah. Yeah, Jaeger's not good. I don't like Jaeger. Not to get drunk, but it's casual, fun, silly drinking to the stream. Yeah, I mean, there's different ways of doing it. Some people can and want to just like go hard, and you know, that's fine. But like, blacking out is not healthy. Like, that's where you should stop. Like, I've had beverages on stream, especially when I'm like playing games with my mind twin and we both like get a tasty beverage and we just giggle a lot. It's fantastic. Really like watching drunk people. It's entertaining. Sometimes it can get weird when people start flirting with you. Huh. Who did this? Who put this cardboard all over the place? Oh, Lecta, I think that was you. Nonsense. Why would I do that? I got you. Hey, Zelda. Haven't had a dark and stormy in a while. What's a dark and stormy? I don't remember what's in that, because I don't think I've ever had one. Alright, we need more yellow paint. We have this big piece. We've got this piece, and then all the 4 that I did today. I think we'll have enough yellow, but I don't think we'll finish painting them today. So I might have to be on the floor next week. Or maybe not. We'll have to, I don't know. We'll have to see. Dark rum. Oh, and ginger beer. Yeah, I would love that. I don't think I've ever had one, but that sounds delicious. I like the Shambo special, which is whiskey ginger ale. He was having those like every Mostly Walking for a little while. It was great. I love drunk Sean Bouchard. It's so funny. He's just a good guy, man. Just a good dude. Sean drunk is also pretty great. I like drunk people. Mostly. I mean, there's some people who just, like, are assholes anyway, so when they get drunk, it's, like, not fun. But most of the time, it's just like, oh man, this person's drunk, it's great. Like, oh my god, Leaf. Drunk Leaf was so funny. Oh my god, it was like my new favorite thing. He got like a very large bottle of Smirnoff and was just like, yay! Oh my god, he was just like super energetic. It was awesome. It was so cute. Especially because he's like kind of quiet-ish. Like well, compared to me, everyone's quiet, but you know what I mean. It was just adorable. And then he fell asleep in the hotel room while everyone else was around. Anyone who's been on my Twitter has probably seen that. Yeah, I like the mostly walkers when they are inebriated. I like them sober as well. I just like them. Ripe old age of 26. Friend had her birthday at a pub with her husband and some friends. Had my first dark and stormy there. It was glorious. Nice. There was this drink that a bartender had made up. And I was like, I don't know, I want something with vodka in it. He's like, well, he was like, what do you want? I was like, I don't know. I guess just something with vodka, because I think I had a drink with vodka in it earlier and I didn't want to mix alcohols. He's like, I was like, I don't care what. Can I make you something? I was like, yeah, sure. Brings me this drink. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was delicious. It was like lightly fruity, almost kind of like a flower-ish taste. Oh my god, that was strong. I mean, I didn't realize it was strong until I had a bunch of them. But I was like, what is this? It's awesome. He goes, I haven't named it yet, you can name it. And so I named it a Snapdragon. I still have the recipe somewhere. Because I went there every week. Every week I would go there, get Snapdragon. This is like my favorite fucking thing. New favorite thing. And then when I moved out of Wisconsin, I was like, please give me the recipe. I'm not gonna be here ever. And he did, because he was nice. Yeah, it seems like it's Second Square. Missed so many mostly walking episodes. Hit a period that we were playing games that you wanted to play. Yeah, I don't fall into that trap because I don't like adventure games. So they will never be playing something that I want to play. Because I will never want to play an adventure game. Well, I shouldn't say never. I did play Kentucky Route Zero, and that was pretty good. But, like, the classic adventure game style of use the lamp to get the hat from the dog and, you know, put the dog in the handbasket, and then the clown laughs at it, and then the child cries, and then you get the tears from the child, and you entice the shark with the tears. Why? We don't know. And it's just like, and what does the hat do? I don't know. But it's like an endless chain of, you have to do this to get this, to get this, to get this, to get this, and then you get the thing that you actually want, which is a key to the dungeon. That I really hate. So I will never play any games that follow that sort of, and like the adventure game logic of like, why do you have to rub the shark's belly to get, you know, to get it to sneeze, and then that blows out the candle, and then you can see the glow-in-the-dark paint or something. You know, like, why is that the solution? Who would ever fucking think of that? Nobody. No one would ever guess that. Like, no logic. Adventure game logic is the logic I hate. Because it's not logic. It's anti-logic. Is Horizon Zero Dawn an adventure game? No. Action adventure is very different. I wish that we didn't use adventure for that kind of thing. I would say that's more of a, I kind of wish we would use a different word, like exploration or something. But that's why I always specify action adventure, because unfortunately that's the term that we now use. I would say action, like exploration. That's part of why I didn't like Baldur's Gate 2. Because there were too many fucking, you have to do this to get this, to do this, to the blah blah blah. It's like, I'm just trying to do the main story. I shouldn't have to jump through 8 hoops just to do one thing. Like, every time they're like, okay, you have to talk to this person and do this thing. So, okay, I'll go talk to this person. And they're like, well, I can't give you what you want to give this other person what they want. I need you to do this thing for me first, and then you'll get it. And it was like, it's just a never-ending chain of do this for me, and then I'll give you the thing to give to this other person to give to get their thing to give to the other person, so you get their... I don't like that. That's not fun. Not fun for me. One guy knew all the answers but was good at not spoiling things. That's awesome. Jean Bouchard has done that a bunch of times. He's like, yeah, I know the solution, but I'm not gonna tell you. You guys figure it out. You do it. Ugh. Adventure is so generic. Yeah. It's even the name for a game for the Atari. I didn't know that. It is very generic, but I've come to associate it with the point-and-click adventure genre. And it's because of that adventure game logic that I it's gonna be hard for me to want a game that's point-and-click, because I fear that it's going to be like that. But I have played technically point-and-click adventure games that aren't that way. Like Kentucky Route Zero, I thought that game was really good. Because there was no stupid adventure game logic in it. It was still, you use your mouse to click around, it's an adventure. You know, it still had like a lot of the elements without the stupid adventure game logic. Or the endless chain of quests to get one thing done. Still felt like an adventure of discovery, but with Zero getting stuck for 3 hours. Yeah, that I like. But again, if you just eliminated the adventure game logic, the chances of getting stuck are much less likely. I also really dislike being stuck. Which is why it's great to stream video games, because I can just look at chat and be like, chat, someone give me a hint. Or tell me the answer to this one thing. And then I don't have to look it up and potentially spoil a million things for myself. It's pretty good. Have you seen / read Ready Player One? I've not. I've wanted to. I've meant to read the book for years. I think Fred actually has it on his bookshelf, but he hasn't read it either. I just never got around to it. So many books. So many books. Alright. Secret Files. Tunguska had one thing like that. Tape a walkie-talkie on a mouse that you had to lure out of the hole with food. Send it inside of the house into a private conversation instead of sneaking near the window and listening. Yeah. Yeah. They played on Mostly Walking. I don't even remember what game it was. But they just read the walkthrough, and the walkthrough was endlessly long and complicated. There was an item, I don't remember what it was, but you had to pick it up and put it down like 8 different times. Just like over and over again. It's like, who would think to do that ever? It's like, pick up the gem, put it down again, pick it up, put it down, pick up the gem, put it back down, pick up the gem again. It was so funny. Like, them reading the walkthrough was funnier than them playing the game. Wasn't paying attention. playing Xenoblade, and there was a yes or no pop-up. I had no idea what I was agreeing to, so I went to Google, and there were video thumbnails with like spoilery images. No! That sucks, I hate that. Thumbnails can be terrible, man. And also, I wish that games where they don't like time your response or anything, I wish that there was like a could you repeat the question option, or like a let me go through the dialogue kind of a thing, so that, you know, I like, what if I missed it? What if there was, you know, I wasn't paying attention, or there's a loud noise, or just it was hard for me to understand. Like, I don't know what I'm agreeing to. I just let me look at what the question was, please. More games should have that as an option. Sounds like you when you're about to rage quit. Yeah, but that was a legitimate, like, thing that you had to do in the game to progress, amidst a bunch of other ridiculous stuff. And one of the things about that specific game, there was also, like, you have to put this puzzle, I'm making it up now, but you have to put this puzzle together, but it might not work the first time you put it together, so you have to take it apart and do it again. There was, like, some action that you had to do multiple times, maybe. Or RNG would just let you do it the first time. And I was like, but how would you not... Like, if I was playing a game, and let's say I tried putting the puzzle together. You know, it's a jigsaw puzzle, I put it together, and that didn't do what I thought it was gonna do, or, like, it didn't result in anything. It was like, okay, it's put together now. I wouldn't try that again in, like, 3 minutes. I would say, oh, clearly that's not the solution. I can move on and try other things now. Like, that's so shitty. That's so shitty. My brother was being spoilery as well when I gave an opinion on something that could happen. Oh! I hate that shit. That's why sometimes, even on stream, I'll, like, say, I have a theory about this, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is, because I'm worried that someone will just come out of the woodwork and be like, and make some comment that'll ruin it. I've also learned, at least in my life, like, who I can talk to about stuff, and if I can't, if they just, like, can't contain themselves and will spoil things, I just don't talk to them about stuff until I'm done with it. It's just... I don't know, some people just get too excited to talk about this thing that they enjoy and then they ruin it for you. I'm like, please no. Please no, you just took the enjoyment from me. You want to, like, revel in the enjoyment of this thing with me, but you're not letting me enjoy it. Some people are just, like, really excited to have someone to talk to about a thing that they love, and it's like, well, you fucked that up. Past 2 weeks, Google News has recommended to me 3 articles with direct solo spoilers in the title? Oh, fuck that. Google once spoiled the end of one of the seasons of Orange is the New Black for me. So, I'm not gonna say what it was, obviously, but, like, huge thing happens at the end of one of the seasons. Well, I mean, huge stuff happens in all the seasons because that's how television works, but it had just come out, like, over the weekend. I wasn't even looking anything up related to the show. I was looking up something for Naruto because I had put it down because there were filler episodes, and I was like, oh, I think the filler had stopped, but I couldn't remember what episode I was on. So I was trying to look up something in relation to Naruto so that I could figure out what episode I was on. All I had typed into Google search so far was, in what episode? I didn't even finish typing episode. I hadn't put anything else. and it auto-filled, does big thing happen in Orange is the New Black, and I was like, I was so mad. So mad. I didn't even look up anything regarding the television show. Ooh. Quite good at keeping my poker face. My fiance says his theory about the game, and I already know what it was. I usually make no comment or just say, interesting. I guess we'll find out. Dude, so good. You are a star. You are a star. Facebook pages of shows like to spoil stuff. Or you'll like X show or Y, and then the day after the episode airs, they'll post a picture of the ending. Right? I had to mute, so I used to follow Geek and Sundry on Twitter. And they posted a, joke or a meme or whatever about Game of Thrones, 2 days after the episode aired. Or maybe it was just the next day. Regardless, I was like, what the fuck? I got so mad. I was like, it just happened yesterday. It just happened last night and you're already posting shit about it? This ain't the Game of Thrones fucking Twitter. It's Geek and Sundry. I was so mad. Next time, now you know to type it into a document and copy and paste it in the search bar. Yeah, or I just make someone else look it up. I had to do the same thing because, again, I don't watch the fillers of Naruto, so then they got back into the fillers and I put it down for, years, the show. But Fred had finished watching them. So the other day when I was ready to watch it again, I was like, Fred, can you look up when this, what episode this thing happens? So I have somewhere to start. I just had him look it up. Spell Slingers Hype. Yeah, I'm excited for Spell Slingers. I always liked that show, even though I'm not a Magic the Gathering person. Alright, we gotta speed paint this, because it's almost 3. It's time for me to take a break, take lunch, clean this shit up, and get into Tales of Zestiria, but I have a lot of yellow paint, so I will keep painting until the paint is gone. Because I don't have enough yellow that I can just waste it. Cannot waste the yellow paint. Can you see? This song is okay. I'm down with it. I have a feeling that it's louder than the other ones. My legs are falling asleep. I'm too old to be crawling around on the floor. How do people have children at this age? I'm not even 30 and my body is just falling apart. Feels terrible, man. Just stumbled across a massive spoiler for Breath of the Wild in the Zelda wiki. Oh no! And not in the sense that I was reading about a thing. But they have a massive spoiler as a headline. Picture of a page. Something you totally come across not wanting to see that yet. Why do people not take any sort of consideration? You just go to the Breath of the Wild main page and it's here's the ending! Haha! But who wants that? Nobody wants that. Nobody's looking at the fucking... Come on now. I've just started avoiding literally everything. When I want to avoid spoilers for something, I will not look at anything regarding it. If anyone even brings it up, I'm like, ah! I just like get real nervous. I'm like, please stop talking about it. Someone's gonna slip up and say something, even if they don't mean to. I'm also trying to keep up with all my TV shows so that I don't have to worry about the day one spoilers. It's so shitty. I would never do that. I mean, you guys know how I feel about the statute of limitations on spoilers, meaning there is none. But like, that's just extra shitty. It's like, what, it already aired? It's like, yeah, not everybody's able to stay up till like 1 in the morning or whatever to watch a fucking TV show. Or whatever time, regardless. Some people have other things going on in their lives and they don't watch a television show when it airs. Gee, how shitty of them to not live by your fucking schedule. Alright, that's enough me being cranky today. I'm excited to play more Tales of Zestiria, because I'm really enjoying the game, and we just got to a place with awesome music. So, like, that's super exciting. I'm keeping it very vague because Ganon's trying to avoid spoilers. Didn't spoil me, but damn, it'd suck if that had been spoiled. Okay. But yeah, that's... I get upset for potentials. Like, oh, that didn't spoil anything for me. Like, this whole thing that with the Game of Thrones on Geek and Sundry. I had seen the episode. I watched it when it aired. But still, I was like, what the fuck? That's super shitty. Don't do that. I want to protect my people. All the people out there who want to experience things on their own schedule. Yeah, great music time soon. I'm very excited. Did once have someone complain about spoilers when a coworker and I were talking about history? I guess they were watching a show about that era of history and got mad because us talking actual history might be a spoiler for their show. That's kind of funny. That's funny. They might just not have known that you were talking about actual history. Okay, so here's a confession time. When I was in, I think it was either 4th or 5th grade, we had to pair up with another student and read a book. So we had to pick a book together and then read it. And the person, my friend that I was paired up with, picked the Diary of Anne Frank. And I was like, okay, I'll read that. So the whole school was gathered in the auditorium for something. And I, for some reason, decided to sneak off to the bathroom and read. I was not in a stall, I was just like standing there, because I didn't want to take up a bathroom for someone who actually needed to use it. I was just standing there reading it. I was like maybe 10 pages in. It's a long-ass book. And and some girl, like I think a 5th grader, came up and was like, oh, that's a really, really good book. Everyone dies in the end. And I was like, I didn't realize it was a true story, okay? I was in 4th grade, I was really young. I didn't realize it was a true story and I got really angry and refused to read it. I refused. I was like, no, it's been ruined. I didn't realize it was a true story. Oh, so embarrassing. Oh god, and I refused to read the book, and I made Sabrina pick a different one. My teacher is trying to be like, no, you should still read it. And I was like, no. I was a very stubborn child. Not that I'm not, you know, I'm still stubborn, but personally don't mind spoilers at all. Some people can still enjoy things even if they've, like, experienced bits of it before. But not everybody can. That's great for people who can, though. If I want to, I skip pages in books, sometimes reading the finale before even starting it properly. Huh, that's interesting. I respect anyone who doesn't want to know very thoroughly, always asking twice if they wish me to spoil it. Yeah. I usually like, are you sure? Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm totally with you. Some people, they like seeing the, like, bits and pieces, and then those bits and pieces make them excited to see what, like, how things ended up that way. That's not how I function, but I can totally understand that. Oops. I can totally see that. Being like, oh, the interesting part, or the thing that makes me excited, and the thing that I enjoy, is seeing how things got to where they ended up. That's why I like second or third experiences of a thing. Like, that's what I enjoy on second or third passes, because you notice more stuff, and you say, oh, this foreshadowing's super clever, blah, blah, blah. But for me, that's not a first time experience. First time, I want to be surprised. Ooh, girl, give me all the twists and the turns, and the little nuances, and all the fun little interactions. That's what I want. Okay, so I know I'm going a little longer with cardboard cosplay, but I didn't realize how late it was when I put all that paint in the bowl. So I just want to use up the paint before I call it on the creative section. We're almost done. And this piece will just have to be partially painted and whatever. Fine with that. I might even want to paint the rest of this side so that I can have it like touching me. And I can just sit at my desk. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It's only 3:05. It's not that late. Prefer the complete surprise or just knew it would happen because of a feeling? Yeah. Okay. I wanna paint this, the rest of this edge so that I can, so I don't have to sit on the floor next week when I go to paint. It'll be so much easier to interact with you guys and actually, like, look at my camera. Like, I can actually look up at you. Just one more little ploop, and then spread that out, and that's gonna be it for the cardboards today. Alright. Now, I know that I want to get to lunch in the Zestiria, but I just gotta make sure that I'm not leaving a bunch of space, like empty spaces that have to be filled in. Okay, cool. Alright. So, that is going to be it for cardboard cosplay today. Boring with tons of descriptions? I agree. Blasphemy. That's not for me. People are like, oh, I just skip over all the description. I'm like, no, the prose! The world building! No. But you know what? If that's how you want to enjoy the book, go for it. that personally hurts me in a way that I don't like, but it's not me reading it. I can read all the descriptions I want. But anyway, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, at least enough so I can get my chair up here. I need to wash out my brush, so as usual, Thursday's break is going to take a little longer than my normal lunch break. But if you want to see Tales of Zestiria and hang out for the rest of the stream, then I would recommend that you hang out for that. Ack. Alright, there we go. I will see you guys as quickly as I possibly can. Enjoy the music.